Just getting set up. All right. Let's do this. Okay. So the name of the game today is I'm gonna try to make a 4-player floor is lava kind of game with as few bugs as I can in the limited amount of time. I got like an hour to make this. So let's have fun. I know I have a pretty lava asset somewhere in here. There we go. Lava. Let's add a water. 1, 2. I'm sure I'll have a bomb at some point. Feels likely. I like this gravel asset, but not right now. Wood, brick walls, always pretty. There, I'm gonna add this brick wall. Whoops. Let's see if rename works. Nice. Okay. All right. So now we got some stuff. This map layout is way too big for what I want. So I'm gonna regenerate flat. We're probably thinking like, so what I'm thinking is it'll be like a 5x5 block, and each one of them will be figure 24 times 5. It's gotta be 120. So plus some padding, so 25 times, call it 10, so 240, that feels right enough. 240 by 240, we're gonna replace the current layout. I'm gonna set it to white, select, and I'm gonna make it lava. Lava. That's good enough. Okay. Okay, now I need a platform. Create a platform. It's going to be 16, what did I say, 24 by 24. Turn this down. Da, 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 da. 24 by, we'll call it 6. Okay. It's gonna be nice and easy. I'm thinking like dark blue, just a cube, and then we'll carve it up. Let's use the guides. Mirror. X, Y, not Y. Okay. This feels right enough. Maybe we'll give it a little paint too. I'm gonna paint. Go to things at even. No. Let's do it again. Okay. And maybe we're gonna make the middle of it red. Whatever, I don't know. You know what, now that I have the idea, I'm gonna make it blink. So let's copy this. Oh no, clone doesn't work. We have our first bug. Okay, let's save and reload. Clone? No clone. It's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna spend just a second. Structure clone, okay, it's an easy fix. This is how the sausage is made. Animation should clone. Okay. That should really be good enough. Okay. Okay. There's probably a few of these. Maybe it did clone. I don't want to waste a ton of time on this. We're going to keep going. All right, so now we have our platform. Now we're going to create a game object from that platform. We're going to call it platform. We'll update. So that created a drawing, just a single drawing with that model preset. No animation, no nothing, no nothing. The physics, I'm going to make it kinematic because we want to move it manually. The bounding box we're going to copy from the drawing. That's easy. Everything else is fine. So now we're going to create a couple of these guys. Let's create a folder called platforms. And we'll add a platform in there. Okay, drag it in there so we have some organization. Move it up. I'm thinking like, that's probably about right. Okay, now we want to position it. 48's fine. Let's do our math again. So we were doing 24 times 8. 192, 96. So probably minus 96 on each side. I think I did the math wrong, so I'm going to move it in a couple. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to clone. Not. Let's snap to 8. Okay. 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 I'm now thinking I probably want 6. Okay, so now we're going to do this. You ready? Clone. No. The bugs. The other thing is, I forget what shortcut it is. I guess it's Shift. Nope, it's Control. Alright, we're gonna have to write this one down. Yeah, it's just moving it. Yeah, alright. Can't multi-clone. Alright, that's a good one. Okay. Sure, we can still single clone. If anybody has any ideas or recommendations, feel free to chime in. Welcome to this thing. I'd love to know why multi-clone failed. We're going to center all of these all at once. What am I up to? 6. I'm actually going to trim it down too. Alright, I feel good enough about that. Oh, we bugged out. So we're not going to save this. Darn. I didn't realize. That's annoying. Oh, somehow we did. Even better. Okay, so those are still tucked under there. Good. I'm going to say select all. And we're just going to scooch these a little bit. Something like that. Not really centered. That's probably close enough. Who cares? Okay, so now let's go into assets and I'm going to shave this down. Let's set mirror X and Z and delete cube. this thing again. Beautiful. Fantastic. Good, now we got a little separation and it feels better. Notice our bounding box is still the full thing. We can make it snap to it, but it's not necessary in this case, really. Okay. Let's give this a play. Cool. Now we got some overlap. I can fix that. Just the two things are on each other. All right. This feels good. Feels good. Let's clean this up. We just got one too many. Cool. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is clean it up a little. Let's create like a brown boulder something pattern. Just something dark. Not complicated. We can polish this up later. I just want a little texture. It's not going to be good texture. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's pretend like this is fine. Now I'm going to create a wall. Pattern. Folder. I just want to enclose this thing. Notice I'm using the keyboard to modify my voxels, which is nice and convenient. I just want to close this in so that it feels like a thing. It's going to be kind of annoying. I guess we're going to live in there. It's going to be kind of annoying to edit from here on out, but I think we'll get by. Okay, I also want to play with the lighting. I'm going to set the skybox to night. That's a bug. So now we have our nighttime skybox. Ooh, let's clean this up. And you know, ideally in the future we'll have, you know, hundreds of skyboxes to choose from and letting you draw your own and that kind of thing. The other thing I want to do is update the camera so that it zooms in when it zooms in when we are colliding with the wall. So how far out do we want to be? I guess we really can't be more than that, so I'm going to leave it at 100 anyway. Okay. I also think I'm going to lock the x-axis. We'll see how that feels. All right, let's give it a try. It feels a little scrunched, maybe because when it gets in there, I think I'm going to have to make the wall, zoom the wall out a bit. Yeah, because it gets a little tight. So we're gonna have to make our thing a little bit bigger. Here, let's just... The reality is I only have to make this front wall because you're not gonna be able to look at it anyway, which will be fun. So I'm just gonna move this guy out. That's actually all I need to do, now that I think about it, because you shouldn't be able to... You might see the shadow, which will be annoying. Alright, I guess I gotta move it. Okay. Alright, let's select this color. Drag it down. We can clean this up, it doesn't matter though. Same over here. Just gotta connect these two dots. Good. We can do the same for our lava. Move this back. That should be good enough. Let's just finish off this wall. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. I'm going to change my model to the guy with the shirt. People seem to like the guy with shirt. Okay. Player model shirt. Beautiful. Save play. Okay. That's less scrunched. Much better. I'm going to change the lighting too. I'm going to make this a really moody game. That feels like something. I kind of like that. And I'm going to make this thing dark. And I'm going to make it like red. Or in some kind of lava pit. We could add some cool effects too later. Okay. This all feels okay. I'll be crashing the camera thing. That's fine. I'm going to reload. Camera tab still crashes. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Let's add some game logic. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make it so the timer try to fall. Okay, we're gonna do a couple of things. First, we're gonna set some variables like is falling. We're gonna set that to false. Okay, you can see the JavaScript down here. Obviously, it's very simple. But if you're just getting into coding, you know, it's kind of valuable to see that one-to-one. So let's go to timers. I'm gonna make this run every second. That feels fine. I'm gonna do some stuff. We're going to say if is falling game object variables dot get of this game object. So if is falling, or rather we're gonna negate this. If we're not falling, then we're gonna check a random value. Okay, so if utilities, if a random number, so we have a random chance to fall at any given time. We're gonna say equals. If a random number between 0 and 100 is less than, say, 20. You have a 20% chance for this to happen. If that's the case, then what we're going to do is set is falling to true. Okay. And then we're going to make it fall. And we'll add some cool animations here in a bit. For right now, though, I'm just going to set the velocity. Velocity y is equal to, we want it to be something kind of big, and remember, we're wanting it to go down, so it's negative. So I'm going to set it to minus 10. So there's a 20% chance to fall if it isn't falling already. Okay. Okay. Then what we're going to say is check if below threshold or something. If the physics, we're going to check the y. If the physics y interesting, shouldn't pull up. Maybe we can cheat. If position y, I don't know why it's doing that. Let's make a note. Game object physics doesn't work inside of if statement conditional. That's just dynamite. Oh, I know why it's in the conditional. Okay, so if the physics y is less than some arbitrarily low value, like minus 200, then we are going to reset our variable. I'm going to set our variable is falling to false. We are no longer falling. We're going to set the velocity, right? We've got to reset everything. I'm going to set our physics velocity back to 0. We have to set our position y. Just copy this. We'll set our position y back to, what is it, 48? Yeah, 48. All right, this should be it. Play. Happens too often, and it happens too slow. Okay, so I'm going to set this not every 1 second, but every 3 seconds. The problem is we have, what, 36 of them? So if you say just less than 20, more often than not, it's going to happen. So we're going to have to crank all this down. And I'm going to set the velocity. I want this thing to drop. I want these people to fall. So I'm going to set it to 30. Let's see how this plays. Way too often. Oh, it's 3 milliseconds. I'm an idiot. Play. Now it's going to happen too infrequently. Let's set it back to 1 second. All right, we're good. Oh, they're dropping out. Dropping out. Let's see, they should come back. Oh, I'm dead. think it came back and I got stuck in the ground. Let's try it again. So I want it to come back sooner than that. I also want it to drop faster. So maybe we can two birds this. Okay. We're gonna make it like blink and stuff like that, so that you know. Yeah, they came back. Good. Good. This is pretty fun already. Kind of. Like there's a real concern right now. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's make it blink. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit more complicated here. So if we know we're going to fall, then we're gonna set another timer. Oh, you know what I don't have is tint. Maybe I do. Set. Okay, so if we are falling, we're going to set our platforms. Yeah, I don't have tint. Interesting. I'm gonna have to add that. We're going to set our opacity, and we'll just cheat and do it easy, to like 0.3 or something. And then we're gonna wait. Timing. Wait. We're gonna wait 1 second. They go 1 second to boogie, and then we're gonna drop it. Let's see how this feels. Let's see how this feels. .5 is a little aggressive. Oh, 0.3. Okay, set it to 0.7. Good. 0.7 is not aggressive enough. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Okay, that feels like yeah, I don't know, 0.4. What I really want to do is blink them yellow, which I can do, but I don't have access to it in the drag and drop. I can say modify code. Let's see if 0.4 works. If it's not, then I'll do it in code. This feels okay. Not great, but it feels okay. It's still happening a little too frequently, I think. Also, I can jump. It gets aggressive. Oh, I never set the opacity back. Let's copy this, and back in our threshold, we're going to paste that in. Can I do that? I can't really paste cross. Okay. Game object, drawing, set, drawing, platform, opacity. We'll set that back to 1. Okay. All right, now we have a game. I mean, it's not a fun game, but we got a game. Let's create a spinner or something. I'm going to go in, we're going to add a drawing. I'm going to add a drawing of type cylinder. Called spinner, that's fine. I'm going to make it a radius of like probably 4. That feels right enough. 16. I want it to be the whole length. This is 24. 24 times 6 over 2, probably about 72. That feels right. Okay, I'm going to rotate this guy so that it's on its side. Right at about 90. Okay, I'm going to make it... We can make the lava color. That's kind of fun. Kind of lose it. I'm going to make it darker lava. What do you think of that? I think so too. Okay, next, we're going to get a little complicated here. Interesting, the copy from drawing isn't rotating it. I think I can fix that by just saying this. But to be honest, I'm not sure where the bug is, so maybe this isn't the right decision. Let's give it a try and just drop it in and see what it does. It seems to think our bounding box is fine. Let's center this on the middle one. Oh, we have no middle anymore. That's why 5 makes sense. Shucks. That's also fine. Breaking all the rules. Okay, let's not center it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. So we really want it right in the center there. That feels right enough. That feels right enough. The next thing I'm going to do is reload, because I'm pretty sure they're bugged out. Interesting. I have that set to 90. I don't know what this is doing. I'm going to set the drawing straight up. And then I'm going to set the physics to just be it really does not feel like 90. I don't know why it's doing this. Oh, it's in radians. I'm a schmuck. Okay. I'm double applying radians somewhere. I think it's an issue. I mean, I think it's just a viewer issue. Double applying radians in physics orientation. Something dumb like that. I'm gonna set the offset, and this is just kind of a little trick. I'm gonna set the offset of the x to minus 72. Again, the editor is really bugged out right now. That's fine. And then I'm going to set the angular velocity to something. Let's see what this does. I always mix up z and y. So I'm going to set this back to 0. I'm going to set the z to minus 72. We'll set that and that to 7. Yeah, I was going a little fast. We'll set it to like 3. Okay. We are rotating. I actually like that rotation, so I'm gonna, I don't know if I can leave that in. All right, I'm gonna set the y to 3. Yeah, now we're getting wild. Okay, we have to set the offset of the drawing a little off. So I'm trying to create a pivot point, is what I'm doing here. I think I did it, it's just in the wrong direction. Oh, we're getting closer. All right, let's kill some of this rotation. Just flying around in circles. I always forget how I do this. Let's move this right in the center. Still flying up in the air. This is the kind of thing that needs to be well documented as to how to make this really play nice. Let's see it flying around. I think I have radius locked. Let's stop that. Just so I can see what the hell this thing is doing. Let's set the radius way out. Alright, we are rotating. You can see it's kind of rotating around an axis. But we really want to pivot it. I'm going to reload. That was a cool effect. Yeah, the problem is there's a lot of inconsistencies in what the editor is drawing, so I'm getting confused as to what needs to update. We definitely want it laid down, and we definitely want it offset in one of these axes, not Y. Not bad, but it's still rotated. Also not bad. Much worse. It's such a fun effect, but not super useful. I may have to give up on the spinner idea until I fix the bugs. Which is unfortunate. slowed this down, it wouldn't be too bad. Oh, I do know what's happening. All right, let's set this all back. Let's get rid of the offset and the orientation. Okay, so now we're just spinning, which is actually fine. Just gotta make it double size. Drawing 72, what did I say? 144. This isn't the effect I was going for, but it's fine. Okay, now we can put our camera back. I'll say do nothing because it's managing that now. 115. Okay. Still getting stuck in it. I also need to be able to jump over it. So let's change our jump physics on the player to like 100 or something. That should be enough to jump over it. Yeah, you know, we're kind of moving into this more education market. So I took the entire API and moved it over to Blockly, which is a lot of fun. That's still not enough. So you could say modify, and it will give you, you know, the ability to change the code if you're comfortable enough. But the idea is that you could do the majority of the coding just straight in Blockly, which is a lot of fun. It gets a little tedious, especially if you know JavaScript. Yeah, this velocity is still not enough. All right, let's keep playing. So we have our things falling out. I'm gonna change the, oh, we have to make you die. So before I do that, I'm actually gonna change this lava to be a game object so that I can animate it. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. TMM play. Where's my size? 216. Okay, let's add increase max zoom out. The other thing was that it doesn't really play nice. I'm going to set it to our lava, and then we are going to animate it. We'll just do it in a timer. Update lava. We'll make it do like every, I don't know, 100 or something. I'm going to set the drawing, set this lava floor, pattern X is equal to the getter. Okay. What are you mad about? False. Pattern X. There's a silly bug there. Lava floor. Variable. Pattern Y. Lava floor. Pattern Y. Okay, just gonna kind of move. I'm gonna add this. Lava floor. Okay. Push it down. Down. There we go. That's pretty cool. It's a little higher than I want it to be, although maybe it's not. Now I'm going to move it down. Okay, everybody lined up. That feels good enough. Let's push it down a bit, just above where I had the floor before. May have to make it bigger. I don't think it's big enough. No, it's not. Okay. Spawner, lava floor. Who cares? 250, 250. It's actually kind of cool. Okay. I think we're in there. I think I got rid of all the math.sign stuff out of Blockly. Math, round, multiply by pi. No, I have no sign. Let's add sine, cosine back in. Just gives it a nice fun effect. Pattern, returns false. Okay. All right, now we have some lava. It's doing its thing. The carrot controller isn't being moved by the pipe, which is, you know, yet another bug. Lava floor. Okay. On collide with the lava floor, we are going to create an explosion. Let's shake the screen. Weakly, medium. We're going to shake the screen. We're gonna, I guess we're just going to shake the screen for me. Okay. I thought I had created an explosion. Utilities. Must not have added that. All right, shaking the screen's good enough. And then we're going to set the position of the player back to 0. Ba, 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 ba. I have no idea what's my starting point. 0, 72, 0. I could clean this up and put it in a vector and whatever, but I don't think that's what the kids will do. This would be anarchy with 4 people. Okay, the screen didn't shake a lot. I'm going to set it to strong and I'm going to drop them really high up. Say 172. That's kind of cool. I like that effect. And we can make it so, I don't know, if you die 3 times, then that's it for you. Oh, that was close. You really have to aim on your way back. Oh, your way back in. I'm gonna get rid of the camera Y. Okay, so now you're locked in. I can make this darker. Eventually there's going to be some diminishing returns on it. Not like blood red. Alright, that feels okay. Okay, let's create. Okay, I'm gonna make it just if all players are destroyed, the last one wins. That's Just a thought. Make it a little bit easier to do game over. Let's create a heads-up display, which is kind of always where things get a little complicated. Create a column called players holder. Inside of there, we're going to create a data source for players. And we're going to set the data source. We have no way to do this now. So this array declared. Interesting. I have to think through that. Okay. So we're going to modify code. We're going to say return this dot qg objects dot global dot, what is it, qg dot players. Okay. Okay, and inside of there, we're going to create an image label of player deaths or something. Okay. And let's put this in the top right. We'll add a little bit of margin. Layout, visible, player specific. You don't need a background. Okay. I'm going to make this pretty tall. Something like that. The text position is to the right. The Y alignment is start. The X will be stretch. We could increase the minimum width a little bit. This feels right enough. We're going to play with it all. Okay, player death. So, we need to create a new variable on player called lives or something. I'm going to create some math. We're going to give it 3 lives. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. There's a million ways to do it. Alright, first things first, I'm going to decrease it. So on collision, we're going to shake the screen, we're going to do this, do that, and then we're going to set the variable of lives to get variable math -1. Lives -1. Okay. We'll do the math later. If you have 3, then you did. But so now, I guess I'm just going to draw it. I'm going to set, I kind of have to do this at runtime. If we say add function update picture, there really should be an easier way to do this. Should be a really easier way to do all of this. The heads up display stuff is so overly technical that it's annoying. Okay, text to the right, what we're going to say is layout for this HUD, set the image avatar URI, what a bad name. Let's change that right now before I forget. Horrible name. I'm going to change pattern ID too while I'm in here. Let's reload. 2:30. I've been doing this now. What are we at? 47 minutes. And we have a pretty fun game. It's not the most fun game. Maybe it's even the least fun game. It is a game nonetheless. Okay, so we're going to set the avatar. I just want to make sure this updates. Okay, so we're going to set the avatar to, you ready? Fuck, I don't even know if I could do this without code. Let's try. No, I can't. I don't have the JSON stuff in here either. Alright, we're going to have to do it manually. This dot data sources dot players dot item dot character dot avatar. Okay. So we're really going to have to add data sources. to HUD block. Okay. All right, this will work. Then what we're going to say, and I just want to go back into code, is update text, is set this layout text equal to, oh, I still need the data source value, so I'm not going to be able to do it in Blockly. Okay. And we're going to set the control.text equal to players.item.player ID. God, this is so painful. QG dot get player by player ID. No, this isn't right. This dot what do I have here? It's just the player. So I need QG objects dot player. Yeah, get player object. There we go. Dot player ID. Dot variables. Dot lives. Dot to string. Even though that won't really matter in the real world. We'll say play. So he's got 3 lives. Oh, we're stuck in the wall. We spawned inside of the thing. And now he has 0 lives, and I must have subtracted 3 times. On collision, shake the player, set the lives. For some reason I get the feeling like it's colliding multiple times. But even that bug is manageable. Okay, so that's kind of that. I want to make the label stretch because it's a little ugly. But maybe instead I just get rid of this minimum width. And we let them all play nice. Layout, fixed with text. So spaced. Okay. I think that's that. I don't know what else to add to this. Yeah, it's colliding with that multiple times. That's annoying. I also want that to blink, which means I really need to add the animation API to Blockly. Or something. Alright, let's see if anyone's around to play. I don't know how well this is going to... Oh, I'm on localhost. I guess I haven't made any changes, so it shouldn't matter. Right, Quick Game Studio. Alright, let's give it a try. Give him a minute. Untitled game. Oh, made it in. That's fun. He's never seen this before. He just dropped into a completely new game. It's be fun to add like power-ups, you know, like you could throw a bomb at each other or something. We could add some lights too. Or maybe I'll add some lights. He's got stuck in the platform.
Yeah, it gets kind of hairy after a while. All right, Brennan, you're out. I don't think you're watching. Okay.
All right, that went splendid. I'm gonna add some lights. Lights. Spotlight. That's fine. Oh, interesting. The lights UI isn't working. I wonder when I broke that. Once upon a time. There we go. Oh, I know why. Okay, so that's interesting. Show all lights. Oh, so it's gonna break as well. So I'm gonna add another box called box that ain't nothing. Just silly, but pretty active bug. Okay, let's make sure we have that noted. And physics light box silliness. Okay. All right, we have a light. I want it to be real bright. Let's give it a nice yellow. I'm gonna point it up. Interesting, it's not updating. All right, let's leave it at -1 and maybe we could change the angle. What do you do? Whole lot of nothing. Okay. Even better, I'm gonna draw it inside of the editor anyway. Where are we? We're outside. Oh. Light. And up. Okay. I don't know why it's not showing in the editor, but let's give it a run. What's the matter with you? I must have bugged out at some point. Yeah, uncaught. Nope, that's unrelated. We may have to play with lights. I haven't tried lights in a really long time. There's our light. So I don't know where it bugged out before, but okay. So I'm going to create a couple of these. Let's rotate it. Okay. I'm going to put it right in the corner, even though nobody puts baby in a corner. Okay. I'm just going to make 2 of them. Let's rotate you. Let's set it back to 0. Yeah, I don't know why it's not totally rendering nice. Or we're not getting that update. I may have a bug with lights. Lights in the editor don't update on clone. That's fine. Let's reload. Okay, we have our 2 lights. I'm gonna move her back, rotate. That's kind of cool. Let's see how that plays. I saw it had some bug with lights. Create collider because it has no width. All right, let's get rid of that. I know what happened. This is just nonsense. I'm gonna delete you. I'm gonna set the physics to box and stationary, and none of this matters. As long as this is even. I was trying to account for an old bug, but it's not really the case anymore. Oh no, I put them in the wrong corner. That's going to be annoying. Yeah. I will say the fun thing about having the iframe, Brennan, is I don't have to worry about memory on anything. Like, I just dispose of the iframe and then it just goes away. Let's see, do I want it in that corner? Maybe I want it in that corner. I feel like they should be coming the other way. No, maybe not. Ah, who cares? Fuck. Yeah, because the character control doesn't get pushed out, you can just kind of hang out. The lights add a lot of... Alright, let's see. I haven't tried this in a millennia, but let's see if fire, like particle effects still work. Particles, fire, no, okay. I want them to be, yeah, I guess fire's red, right? That's fine. Man, that's pretty. I forgot I made them cubes. I want them to shoot a lot and live forever and really crank and straight up, and let's see what happens. Add object. Where is it? Game object fire. Did we bug out? That's unrelated. Alright, let's save and reload. Okay, we have our fire. We're drawing our fire. Add object. We have our fire. Oh shit, it's still rendering because I merged the two views. That's silly. Okay. Huh. Only show lights and particles in the model viewer. It's also so weak. And I don't remember if I have the ability to spread it out. I think there's some other field that I don't expose, which is annoying. I have the direction to kind of make it shoot at an angle, but it's not going to help me the way that I want it to. Maybe it will. That's not too bad. Alright, let's put this over here. Yeah, it's not moving it. Let's put it like right here, and let's clone it. So now we have two, and I'm going to rotate it, even though I don't know if this will work. So now it should shoot the other direction. Let's see what the hell this does. Particles are like wildly unsupported. And they're ugly. But maybe someday. Same problem. Game object, fire, physics, don't copy from drawing. Alright, it's doing a thing. It's not perfect, but it's like, it's got an effect. And they fucking live forever. We're getting there. Alright, I think we hit an hour. That's it, hour 1 minute. There you go. We got a game. Platform, it's the first game I made in Quick Game in, from top to bottom in quite a while. And we fell apart a million times, just flickering now like a monster. But this was good. It's a good test. We got a lot of notes. Maybe we'll do it again later this week. Thanks everybody, hanging out, watching. Until next time, let's do it again. See you later.